We have come today to one of my favourite places in the UK, Stratford-upon-Avon. I found a door that my wife would fit in. Look, it's a wife-sized door. Amazing. Hey, just in Morecambe at the moment, so offering a leaflet run. Yay! Because guess what I've got to shift? All of the gear in there.
Such are the woes of trying to run your own tour company. But imagine trying to run a country divided by religion. As a territory, the Northwest was predominantly Catholic, meaning that as a Protestant king himself with a Catholic wife, religious policy would be a contentious issue for James. We consulted author Stephen Verappan for his thoughts.
From a Protestant perspective, he was seen as being too soft on Catholics. He was often seen as having a overly close association with Catholics, sometimes romantic, sometimes not.
But it was in 1604 that James's promises of Catholic toleration went awry when Parliament wished to renew anti-Catholic laws from 2 decades earlier. Something that would prompt one of the most infamous plots in British history. Following the Earl of Essex's ill-fated rebellion against Elizabeth I's advisor Robert Cecil in 1601, Warwickshire lad Robert Catesby had now set up his own conspiracy with Thomas Percy, as well as the Wrights and the Winters, to blow up the new king and his House of Lords, supplanting James I's own daughter Elizabeth on the throne as a puppet queen. But it was Rochdale's own Peter Heywood, some say, who had reputedly snatched the lantern from the conspirators' own munitions expert, its flame the catalyst for a plot unfulfilled on the evening of the 5th of November 1605. But had this just been about religion, though?
One of the claims that Guy Fawkes made was that it hadn't just been about religion. Anti-Protestantism had also been an attempt to blow the Scottish beggars back to the native mountains.
There's a reason that we now fly the Union Jack, an amalgamation of St Andrew and St George instigated by James in an effort to encourage a sense of unity between English and Scots. In Cumbria's case, the union of the crowns extinguished the border tenures for yeomen. At least that's what James believed.
What you will find with the King James Bible is as well it takes quite a bit of work from William Tyndale's version back in the 1520s, and unfortunately for him, of course, he ended up getting killed for actually publishing the Bible in English. Ironically, Henry VIII then goes on to make his own Geneva Bible. The death penalty usually attached to English Bible translations actually gets abolished by King James. He gets, in about 1604, a group of 50 scholars together with the aim of trying to produce his own Bible, and they managed to come to an agreed upon version in 1611, which today is one of the most widely published texts in the world.
In the aftermath of the Gunpowder Plot itself, the Princess Elizabeth would be moved to Coventry, where she dined at the Guildhall. In 2023, the historiographers would travel near here to stock up on, well, stock. Welcome to Brighton on Dunsmore.
We got here a bit early, but it's fine by me because there's not so much people here. I've got somewhere to park, I've got somewhere to eat, somewhere to sit, and I've got a loo as well, so I'm as happy as Larry.
This is Gail, and I'm Louise. And we're Eliza J Catering.
And that is
Mission Control.
Eliza J.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm with the Lippett household. We are a group of Elizabethan reenactors that originally started off at Mary Arden's farm in Stratford. Recently we've been to the Living History event in Worcestershire.
I'm Sophie. I don't do reenactment, but I'm just getting into LARPing, and so I'm here just to pick up new kit.
Originally established in Oxfordshire in 1990, the original reenactors market attracts over 100 traders from across Europe, catering from the Iron Age onwards. It's a place with some truly unique artisans.
My name's Rachel Frost, and I trade as the Crafty Beggars. I specialise in hats, historically accurate hats.
I'm Catherine Elgar, and I make garments, mainly menswear based on historical styles. We do stuff from the 18th century, a little bit Victorian, through to about the 1940s.
My name's Sue. I work for a little company called Cobwebs, making historical costumes. I have here a rather fine Tudor outfit, which is on the way to Stirling Castle in Scotland. It comes with breeches as well, and a codpiece. I specialise in the 17th century, being a member of the Civil War Society myself. It's great fun firing cannons.
The last time I come here with my son, I wanted to buy a cannon, but I couldn't get it in the car, and also I didn't know where to put it. But you never know, I might find one, might buy one yet, who knows.
My name's Helen. I've come from the Lace Guild in Ordenham in Starbridge. We're keeping the history of lace alive, and we'd rather any lace that we have to go to people who are reenacting, and to make sure that you haven't got your Tudors wearing Georgian lace, because they are very, very different things. So this is what we come to TORM in order to make sure that people have genuine lace and authentic lace. So come and visit our stall and have a rummage.
Items like these really do help bring the experience to life. The idea is that thanks to TORM, we can now show people on tour new items at our final location, and they can be wowed. And because the replicas, they can actually handle them as well, and they get much more of an idea as to why people would have had these items, the reasoning behind them. We're also branching out on school tours. We've been given permission from the Friends of Stanley Palace Trust to actually host the workshops in an Elizabethan townhouse called Stanley Palace, which is absolutely stunning, from September onwards. There's a reason as well I'm growing a beard, and there's a reason I'm trying to shift this belly because of plans next year. I've got a few plans in the pipeline coming up. Presently I'm in conversation with a lady that I know quite local to Chester who actually does school workshops herself. I have another friend in Essex, a reenactor, and he does basically school talks in costume. I've got a few ideas in the pipeline, but it's obviously getting them tested, making sure that they're viable and that they're at the best standard possible, ready for September. So full steam ahead.
Next time, the historiographers get to grips with Puritanism inside Bishop Lloyd's palace, whilst King James reflects on love as he approaches his twilight years.